Okay. All right. Welcome to your weekly Egyptian oracle card reading for March 24th to March 31st. Let me just double check. Yes, for the next 7 days. Okay. For this reading, I'm going to be using the African Goddess Oracle, which is also Lenormand Tarot, as well as my Egyptian Gods Oracle. And I'll be reading from the book for this and then drawing intuitive insights. Okay, so let's start off with Lenormand. Calling on the ancestors and spirit guides that serve the highest good. Oh, we got cards coming out. The highest good of all who are watching, to give guidance and direction. Guidance and direction for March 24th to March 31st. March 24th to March 31st. For all those who are watching, what is the guidance and direction? Please answer this question in the name of the Most High, Ashe. Okay, I'm going to do a 6-card spread. Okay. And then I'm going to overlay that with the Egyptian Gods Oracle deck. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Egyptian Gods Oracle cards. Okay. Guidance and direction from the Egyptian Gods. Guidance and direction from the Egyptian Gods for the week of March 24th to March 31st. Guidance and direction for all those who are watching from the Egyptian gods who watch over us. Please answer this in the name of the Most High, Ashe. Okay. Okay, Towerette came out. Interesting. All right. So let's go into the reading, and I will start with Lenormand. So in the Lenormand spread, we have the God card, or the man, and that is combined with Mehen. Mehen for protection. Okay, so Mehen is depicted as a serpent. Yeah, Mehen's depicted as a serpent, and it's protecting the god Amun. This is Amun Ra, and this is his bark, his journey across the sky into the underworld when we sleep. So with Mehen combined with the god, it seems like there is an emphasis on a protective male figure. Let's see. He is a beneficial serpent god, the guardian of the solar bark of Ra, whose name means he who is coiled. Okay. He who is coiled. The sacred Mehen shields the god Ra during his journeys on the solar bark, protecting him from the evil serpent Apophis. He carefully protects Ra's journey, also to allow him to be reborn at every sunrise and defeat death. It is envisaged that a time of conflict is on its way to you. You will have to fight. Be alert to maintain your position, but do not fear. Mehen's powerful energy ensures you great protection against external attacks and to come out victorious and relieved. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah, I mean, you could have come through a recent, it could be work or love challenge where you felt like you were being attacked or you were on the defense. And then there was this protective male figure that came in, someone who was supportive, possibly helped guide you through it. Let's see, if we specified it in terms of career, this could be a male or masculine authority figure at work who maybe you had a meeting with, who gave you extra support when you asked for it. You might have had to work hard in order to overcome some challenges in love. An example would be the person that you're dealing with either being this masculine figure okay, who then gives you some stress or challenge, but then also knows how to remedy it with a sense of protection. Okay. Now, number 26. So for the present, we have Neith. It's pretty interesting that Neith is showing up here. So Neith is a creator goddess. She was born in and of herself. Okay, no other god created her. She created herself. She came before the primordial waters. And she's showing up with the ring, which represents commitment. Okay. And the message from Neith is perseverance. So let's take a look at Neith 26. Okay. A unique, great, and mysterious divinity. Mother of the universe, Mother of the universe of the sun Ra, conceived while remaining a virgin. Warrior and hunting goddess, creator of warrior weapons and guardian of the dead in battle, but also protectress of peace at home, of weaving, a deity that wove the whole world in existence. She represents determination, challenges, intelligence, and knowledge of the truth. Neith guides you in achieving a goal. Do not give up hope. Neith urges you to persevere. She will protect you if put your heart into working hard and intelligently. She will protect you it's a typo. If you put your heart into working hard and intelligently. Okay, so Neith combines with the ring. You may be venturing into something brand new in terms of like maybe you've never seen someone do this before or modeled it correctly. How do you navigate this challenge or move forward or create a life that you want? That you envision yourself having, something that you can commit to, a life that you can commit to, people, experiences. And Neith, being a creator goddess, is saying, making the world and the universe and everything that there is wasn't easy, right? So when the primordial forces of the world came together and actually made the world and everything that surrounds it, that wasn't easy. It took a long time and patience and wisdom with the knowledge that it's going to bear fruit, right? That the commitment that you've made, really a chance to commit to any new projects, new people. This commitment is one that was necessary or made for you, right? Right, because then in resistance, we had Tauret. It's another new beginnings goddess. It says Genesis. This is a pregnant hippopotamus. She represents births and the mountain. Okay. So the mountain represents feeling stuck or stagnant. Okay. Tauret is a pregnant goddess. She's a fertility goddess. So maybe feeling stuck with nurturance. It's really calling in your ability to nurture new things and to grow, nurture yourself even. Tower 24. Tauret. She is the great protectress of pregnant women and children who is vigilant even in her sleep. God is depicted with the features of a pregnant hippo with human breasts standing on two legs and with a crocodile's tail on her back. She is considered the mother of the sun and collaborates in his daily rebirth as well as helping the deceased to be reborn to a new life. She symbolizes everything that leads to the generation of things and their appearance. You could start some new projects or have news on the way, the birth of something new, the arrival of new life, or the beginning of a relationship in your life. both in the beginning phase and in the sense of a bond that's welded, such as marriage. Yeah, so some people could be facing new love, new relationships. There's also new beginnings in careers. So the challenges presented by men in the beginning here, this past position, this could be the challenges of new projects and starting something new. And Neith is there with you to help you persevere through just the patience and time necessary to see things through. And Toweret is here to, I think, just another spiritual validation that the path you're on is not going to be easy, but it's worth it. It's like tilling soil, nurturing something that nurturing yourself, but something that has stability and just needs your attention, right? It has potential. It just needs your attention, nurturance, and care. Okay. Then in the strength position, we have the anchor. So the anchor represents a temporary period of time or struggle. Then we have Newt for understanding. So Newt is the sky goddess that we look up to when we're dreaming, when we have dreams of the future. And she's often depicted with Geb, who's her husband. That's the earth deity. And I was picking up a lot of earth from the first three cards, especially with Tauret in the resistance. Like Tauret is very earthy. She's who Egyptians might pray to, ancient Egyptians, if they needed vegetation and fertile crops, issues with the Nile and irrigation. So she's very earthy to me. And so when we think about the element of earth and new projects, new relationships, we're talking about like care, like really caring for it like it's a garden, right? So let's read for Newt. And this is in the strength. I'm drinking some herbal tea. Okay. So with Newt for understanding here. Okay, goddess of the sky and celestial bodies. She swallows the setting sun and gives birth to it in the morning. Her immense naked body covered with stars is stretched out to form an arc that towers over the earth. Her arc's position clearly shows her power in the sky and over the celestial objects. Her nakedness represents the purification of the soul. The stars that cover her symbolize the resurrection, the great light that illuminates. Your life is a mysterious journey. You have reached this point, and Newt wants to help you to understand your purpose and your destiny. Press on with confidence because now you know that there will be favorable events on the horizon and you might achieve your desired objectives. So now is the time to dream. Your dream, your vision for the future, what you want is actually pretty clear. Newt is also about long-held dreams, like consistently looking up to the stars and dreaming of a life that you'd like for yourself. The anchor is saying that it's going to take some time for it to manifest, but when it does, it really is going to look as close to the vision as you possibly want it. Whatever that vision was, it's going to get as close to that vision as possible, but it's going to take this time, patience, and maybe like a temporary periods of possibly stagnation, feeling like you're stuck, but these cards are consistently telling you to move forward. Right, here we have the next right step. So this is the birds card. This represents communication. Then we have Shu for order and peace. Okay. So Shu is the air god. Let's see. When I think of air, I think of lots of mental thought. But here, order and peace. Shu. Primordial god, son of Amun-Ra, who personifies the air, the wind, but also the light that broke the primordial darkness. His name means he who rises. Shu is commonly portrayed with an ostrich feather on his head. The ostrich feather is a symbol of lightness and purity, the air meaning breath of life and cooling breeze. This card advises you to adopt a more disciplined form of behavior. Try to avoid uncontrolled impulses of desires and passions. The time has come to lighten and rebalance your life. Respect rules with greater responsibility. Okay, so some meetings coming up with the birds that are going to require you to practice self-control. Also, it's like the impression of your character is coming up in these important meetings. I'm not sure who you're talking to, but be mindful of your words and how you communicate things, controlling your impulses, controlling how you say things. I'm just seeing important people coming up here in the future for you. Okay. So the Egyptian god that we have here is Amut. There's no way to describe Amut, right? They say that she has a crocodile head, a hippo bottom, and then what is this, like a tiger's middle? She's just this gigantic beast that eats souls. And on the card it says devastation. So it's interesting because she's connected to the stars. And the stars represents hope and ambition. Okay, so why is Amut here? I'm trying to figure out why they put Amut in the deck. At all. I mean, all the archetypes are important, right? Okay, she says God of hell in the afterlife. Hybrid figure of a lion, crocodile, and hippopotamus, which devours the souls and hearts of those who made mistakes in life. Excessive pride, presumption, greed, eagerness for conquest. Amut represents the consequences of past mistakes. You may have to face a drastic change with the elimination of the lifestyle you were used to, or a crisis with your partner, or a painful breakup with the consequent collapse of your defenses. But everything can be resolved if you reflect as soon as possible on the solutions to bring about a positive change. You can give rise to a totally new recovery. Change your perspective and take up new positions. Okay, so I think a moot is referring to the past and past experiences, possibly recent challenges that you've had. There could also be long-term consequences of karma. And I say long-term because stars came up multiple times in this spread. Newt is present twice, once in the strength position, and then another time in the next right step. And Newt represents dreams, long-term planning, looking at the stars and really getting a visual. And the star is also present in the future. Okay, so the star being present in the future means that your goals are realistic and you can make them happen. It's just that there are past karmic issues that you're going to have to resolve in order to move on to this new vision, this new future, whatever it is. If it's a new job, if it's a promotion, if it's love, if it's friendship, whatever you're aiming for. Amut is saying that there were times where you might have acted rash, or I don't know, it could have been rash or impulsive, but something that you knew you weren't supposed to be doing, or there was feelings of guilt, right? And this past experience, or it could have happened to you, it has like this long-term karmic effect that you feel presently, but there's going to be a chance to really let go. Right. So let go of your attachment to things that are painful. Yes, you might experience guilt or change your ways, change your actions, but also remember to let go so that you can move on into the future. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be it for your reading. If you like this reading, please like, comment, and share this video if you care, and I will see you later. Bye.